What's up guys, Mayan here with another music production video. That's my dog. In this one, I'm gonna go over how you can set up your Elektron Octatrack as an effects box coming up next. So as you guys know, every single track has two effects, right? And then you can choose from different effects and all the other good stuff that is included with the Elektron Octatrack. It doesn't matter if it's Elektron Octatrack 1 or 2. I want to show you how you can add more effects and how you can cause, kind of like with the cue outs and the inputs, how you can add way more effects to any sound that you're bringing in. So first off, we're going to be using all the cue outs, right? And also all the inputs. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So like right now, you can see this one's coming through the input B, right? So over here, we're going to apply different effects that we want to mangle this sound with. So this is just a simple clap, or we're going to be using this sound. And let's start with the clap and then we'll move to some synth sounds. Okay, so first we're going to add the delay, right? So you can change the time, however you guys want to do that. And then for effect 1, a chorus, right? So let me show you right now. I'm gonna have a couple of more claps happening. So this one so far doesn't have any. Okay, this is the dry signal right here. Okay, so now if I wanted to just use the Elektron Octatrack to add a little bit of delay to the clap, that doesn't even sound like the clap, right? Okay, so that can get a little bit annoying. So I'm just gonna use one clap, right? And then we're gonna add a little bit of chorus, add a little bit of feedback, delay. Okay, so that's made the sound completely different, right? So if you take the mix down, right, and bring it all back to 0, this is the original sound. And now that we have all of this going on, this is the first part of this effect. Then what I'm going to do, it's actually, I'm going to turn this off, function, and then track 8, and then I'm going to cue this out. And then we are going to send it to the first cue, which is going to be this one. That's going to be bringing the sound from Q1 to number C, right? So it'll be input number C. So like right now, it's going through the first battery of effects that we have placed on the incoming track. Then with the cues, we are sending this one over to track number 5, which is getting the cues coming in with this sound, right? So we're going to add other effects. So in this one, I have a dark reverb that's going to mess with the sound that's coming through from the cue. So it's like it's like a really washed out effect, right? So you can manage the time and everything here. And then the other one that I have is I had another chorus, so we can change it into a flanger, right? And then with the flanger, the same idea. You can completely change the way that sound's coming through. But I actually do not like how that flanger is affecting the sound. So I always go to the spatialize. Yeah, this is crazy. Just a little pause here, hit the bell, click subscribe so you can get my latest videos in your feed. All right, back to the video. And then I'm gonna add track number 6. So on the first effect, we have a plate reverb. Okay. And then for the second one, I have a lo-fi. All right. So I'm gonna bring it in. So why would you use this, right? Okay. So now I'm going to show you with a synthesized sound, or from a synthesized sound, from a sound from a synthesizer, how this affects the sound. So if you wanted to, let's see. So if you wanted to make drone sounds, if you wanted to make pads, really luscious like soundscapes and all this other good stuff that you can do by adding multiple layers of effects, you can completely do that just by using the Octatrack and then sampling the sound with your main out, maybe to your DAW or to a recorder, and then use that in your productions. So let's find another cool sound. That one's kind of interesting. Yeah, so let's listen to this one, right? Okay, so let me show you real quick. So I'm going to use a chord. I know it is kind of like a weird sound coming through. And that's actually without this even, well, it does have a little bit of reverb. I'm going to take the reverb of the chorus. So if you're going to like make some soundscapes and some sound effects for your productions, and if you want to get really cinematic, you can build your own sounds like this. So you can affect one sound, your kick, and come up with some really interesting sounds. Okay, so that is how you use the Elektron Octatrack as an effects box to generate soundscapes, drones, and whatever you guys want to do regarding sound design. And you can then record that out to a recorder, or you can, I would say you could sample it out into the Octatrack, but I don't think that you can because you're using all the inputs and outputs. So, but you can actually like take the information and send it over to your DAW and record it out. So yeah. All right. So let me know how you're using the Elektron Octatrack and the effects. And if this was helpful, please just give me a comment. I know that you could actually connect pedals and all this other great stuff to the Octatrack and like send the cues out. But I think it's pretty useful to go ahead and just use the effects that the Elektron Octatrack has built in and see what you can come up with. All right, guys, thanks so much. Click the bell, hit subscribe, and give me a comment, all right? Bye.